So with this shuffle pattern number one, I'm going to do two versions. One is kind of lazy with really heavy rest strokes. And you should probably do this first. And it's, if you remember the rest stroke, you want to hold the pick at the top and have it kind of loose. And when you play, you want to play the pair of strings following through, and it's just a turn of the forearm. You don't want to move from the elbow. It's just a turn of the forearm. And you want to keep the pick sort of angled back from where the thumb is. So it's like the pick is trailing behind the thumb a little bit. And it's almost like a big sheet type spring, you know, like if you were pushing against some kind of a spring that was like a sheet of metal or something. You know, think of it that way. And when you're resting on the next string, and think of it this way, after I play a chord, I'm resting on that string. Think of the resting on the string as the starting point, and then you're reaching back from there rather than thinking of going forward to that string. Think of that as your home base. It's like the string that you're resting on is a couch, and you're really wanting to rest on that couch. And then you reach back, and then you're resting on the couch again. You reach back. So the effort is reaching back, and it's really just a little turn of the forearm. You can hear it when I mute the strings. And the thing about the rest stroke is that it brings out the upper note of the chord. So you hear the open string less than the upper note. And this is the pattern. So I'm going to start it and do it kind of slowly. So this is sort of the lazy version, and then we'll talk about the more articulate version. But they're both valid. You could, you know, one's not better than the other. But so 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3. Very lazy with the pick. Resting against that string, really kind of displacing it. You're putting some weight into it, and it's like standing on a diving board. You know, or if you were standing on a rope, you know, the weight of your body is pushing down into the rope. So think of it as a real lazy stroke. Now, the other version I'm going to talk about really quickly. Remember on the shuffle riff, you're planting the pick like that. can you do that with a chord? When your pick can only plant on one string. So if I plant, the other note of the chord is ringing while I'm cutting off the open string. You don't want that. And what you want to do with the left hand is learn to relax the pressure, but precisely on the second count of the shuffle. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3. So it's like press, relax, press, press, relax, press, press, relax. So you're just relaxing, and when you relax it, with the pick touching the open string, you're synchronizing the two to where you're cutting off the chord cleanly in the same spot. Now, with this technique, I'm not doing rest strokes with the pick. So forget about the rest stroke here. The rest stroke, we did that version. This is with free stroke where you're playing with the pick out into space. Okay? So no rest stroke. But you're plucking the chord and then planting the pick as you relax the finger. It might be good to just hit a long note and just let it ring, and then try to synchronize stopping the chord by relaxing. Now when you relax, here's a very important thing. Don't take the finger off the string. A lot of people have that reflex and they just take the finger completely off the string. Learn to quit pressing without taking the finger off the string, okay? And so you might just do one finger for a while, but do long notes and then like play, cut, play. So you're planting the pick on the open string and you're letting go of the pressure on the fretted note, but not taking the finger off the string. And then do it with your third finger, because that's going to feel a little different. Play, cut, play, cut. And then when you get the shuffle going, you're going like play, play, cut, play, play, cut, play, play, cut. So I'm going to go through it like that, maybe a little faster. This is a little more articulate, and you get that nice clean cutoff. You know, it's like that heartbeat effect, right? So 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3. To skip a string. I kind of messed that up, didn't I? That's okay. So this may seem, you know, like chewing gum and walking at the same time, and you are kind of doing two different things simultaneously. But once you get comfortable with it, it's really easy. You know, you just get very relaxed with it. You can do different patterns. Add the pinky. Chord on every other note. See, all kinds of different things you can do. I could make up these rhythm patterns all day long and do different ones. it's like infinity. It's not just one thing. You know, it may seem that way, but there's all kinds of different patterns. You can do riffs. And I'm just making something up, but if you know a little bit about the music and the scales, you can make these up all day, you know, and they're fun to play. It's just a real gut bucket kind of blues feel to it. And so anyway, have fun with that. All right.